Hello, how are we? Are we doing good? I hope we're doing good. Welcome back to Virtually Correct the Show Open Digital Packs. Today, I finally get to use the thing that I made that shows both sides of, like, the duo pack, because I'm going to be doing one Solgaleo and one Lunala. Yeah, I've been wanting to use this one for a while, but it's just been, oh yeah, solo. But here we are. Now we're doing this. So we're going to keep doing this. Let's see if we get something new. Alright, that's something new. Still no rare candies, but I'm not going to complain about one of the tapus. Oh, 70 and it switches with a bit. Interesting. I don't know what to think about that, but it's interesting. I could see, like, building that up with, like, that and Oricorio to, like, okay, I hit this thing for big, I swap back to the Oricorio. I hit this thing for big, I swap back to the Oricorio. Very interesting against an EX deck. I feel like maybe there's something there. Anyway, let's do a Lunala pack. See if we can get something cool. Maybe even... Okay, we didn't get a fun sound. Doesn't mean there's not something cool. Just means we didn't get a fun sound. We definitely aren't getting 2 rare candies today, though. Well, I could get one in Wonder Picks, I suppose. Marini, a little Diglett. There's one. That's 1 rare candy. Okay, so it is possible that we could get a second one through, like, well, the Wonder Picks. See, now I have to make a decision on whether or not I'm adding that in to the deck that we're playing in the PvP fights. Alright, before I make a decision on whether I'm doing that, let's check the Wonder Picks and see if we've got anything that I want to grab. We got Rotom decks, that's not worth it. Solgaleo is kind of worth it. There are 3 cards I don't have in that pack. Okay, yeah, that's a strong contender, shall we say. Full Art Tapu Koko. Which is going to be more difficult to get? Full Art Tapu Koko or Solgaleo? Probably the Tapu Koko. I'm going to be honest. Full Art Sandygast. The only reason I'm potentially thinking of going for the... Wait, that's a 2-star. Never mind. We have a new plan. The only reason I was thinking maybe the Tapu Koko over the Solgaleo is we do need the Full Art Tapus for one of the collection challenges. But no, we have the option of 2-star. Therefore, we give this one a try. Because, yeah, it's... If we get there, then we're just chilling. Cool, we get sneak peek. Alright, top middle. Show me. Okay. We've got a 50-50 on getting something good. Like Komoro, that'd be great. 2-star Muck, that'd be pretty great. Bottom right. Oh, we get there! The 2-star from the Wonder Pick. That never happens. Alright. Sweet. Nice. Other words that convey my joy. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright. Well, that's technically another EX. That's now 2 2-star cards from the set. So I'm pretty happy about that. Thank you, Carlo Taz B. Cool. Okay, well that didn't change what I'm going to be having in the deck, but... no, I want this one. Because the deck that we are playing today is the Fire-type deck. Which is this one. But now that we have... we're just going to remove this one. Now that we have a rare candy, I can swap out one of those Charmeleons. And I'm specifically doing the Charmeleon because... Like, the end goal of the deck is to get to the Charizard. Like, that's just the plan. My question is whether or not it's better to go for the Stoke Charizard, which is like the 5 maximum, but it builds up very quickly once you've got the Charizard there, or to go for the 200 damage delete button. I've got one of each in there at the moment. I feel like if I go all in on rare candies, I should go for the Stoke one, because then you're basically always going to be attacking the turn after you evolve. But at least with the original Charizard EX, I have the immersive art, and that's my main reasoning. So yeah, let's give it a try. You know what, we're going to do it with the ranked matches first, then we'll do some solo battles after that. I have done a little bit of battling off camera just because I wanted to. Got a couple of wins with the Darkiest deck. Mostly because the opponents didn't draw very well, but it can put out some good damage pretty fast. I'm definitely going to be putting a rare candy in there now that I have one. I really want a second one. Alright. We have Charmander, we have Stoke Charizard, we do have Research. So like there's a good chance that we can be hitting for 150 damage on turn like 2. Oh, sorry, turn 5, I guess, because we started 1, then we go to 3. Alright, well now we have options. Let's grab... You know what? Give me the second Charmander as well. Just because I can. Now the real question is, which one do I Evo? If given the option, because it's not a guarantee. The other thing I was thinking about for this deck is... if I go all in on the Stoke Charizard, then I don't really need to care about... or I can probably use the 30 damage Charmander instead. Oh, and we get the rare candy. Okay. We're just chilling. Yeah. Okay, rare candy. Alright, we're going to do the Stoke one on the one in front. I suppose I could have done it on the one in back and X-speeded, but I didn't. So let's get ready to deal 150 damage to them next turn. That sounds good to me. And then every turn after that, provided I'm alive. But I have the Lily, so feeling pretty good about things. I'll be impressed if they can find a way out of this. Okay, they're not dead this turn. This is why I like rare candy. Because this is actually just bonkers. Like, just extremely bonkers. Alright. Yeah, I don't even really need to use the communication here. I'm going to hold off on the Lily, because I doubt they're going to be able to deal 140 damage to me next turn. This explodes the Magnemite. Now, my problem here is going to be if they have an Oricorio. Because I don't... Well, I would have to defeat it with Charmander, and that's a losing proposition. This is why I still want a Charmeleon in the deck. Exhibit A. So yeah, that's a problem. Yeah. That's a problem. Okay, we have 2 communications. We can do something with this. And the problem with having only... Okay, there we go. So it is a 2-shot with this. I have no reason to swap out yet. Let's just get some more energy. So that I can swap out essentially for free next turn. Yeah, this only being 40 is not ideal. Okay, and they've got the Magneton. Hmm. Yeah, they can't do both next turn. Yeah, makes sense. The potion is good. Let's just start with the lily. Because I don't think I was leafing that turn. Energy on here. I mean, I might as well X speed. No real reason not to. We retreat. And we get 40 chip damage on the Oricorio. They probably have a potion to take it out of death range, but I have a potion to take myself out of death range. So, that's something. Okay, Giant Cape also does it. So now we're just hoping to draw Giovanni, I suppose. Oh, okay. Okay, so now we just kind of need to survive. Okay, well that's just rude. So now I need the Giovanni to not die. Oh, and even then they just get to swap out to... that's a very annoying amount of damage you're dealing right there. Is there a way out of this? I don't believe so. Because yeah, they can just swap to Magneton and then I don't have a way of winning. Because everything else is... Okay, not necessarily the case. They would be a little bit silly to play another basic. Unless it was another Oricorio. But if they did play another basic, we do potentially have a KO with a Sabrina. Alright, do they see the line? Always the opportunity that they don't see the line. They're ruminating. I really want them to just attack and me to draw a Giovanni. I also don't remember if I have Giovanni in the deck. Damn, they saw the line. Okay, well. I mean, that was just unnecessary. Alright. Well, you know what? I'll take my free KO. Wait, yeah, they threw. Hang on. Okay. So, like, they're going to get the KO on the Charizard here. But that's fine. I'm going to get the KO on the Magnezone. And now I have the ability to kill the Oricorio. I probably should have played out the Moltres, but... because I don't want... well, I mean, they could Cyrus this turn. I suppose is an option. Nope, they just went for the KO. Okay. They could have had a Giovanni in hand. Oh, I've only got 5, I mean 20%. Yeah, that's Pokeball. That does literally nothing for me until I communicate away. You know what? Let's just make our chance of drawing something useful a little bit higher. Make sure to not play that, because that would be bad. Let's just play out. Screw it, both the Moltres, why not? Just for fun. Yeah, chip in for 40. We're not dead unless they have a damage booster. Yeah, if they... No, they've already used a potion. Okay, there we go. Damn, I really did need that Giovanni, huh? Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, I don't think I've got anything left for this. I mean, again, I've kind of got to play to my outs of maybe they just forget. Like, I'm going to give myself as many turns as possible to see if I have something, but I don't think I do. I'm going to put them both on here so that I can retreat to that. And do it again. Oh, I should have put them on the Charizard. That would have been smart. Oh well. Okay, well let's draw the last card in the deck. Was it Giovanni? No, it was Cyrus. Okay, so we didn't have an out there. Nah, let's just... yeah. I don't think we really had anything there. They had enough healing to keep the Oricorio alive. Damn. Well, good news. Now I get to build an Oricorio deck. So let's give that a shot, shall we? And by give that a shot, I mean I've kind of already done that. In that I kind of modified my existing Pikachu deck to do that. So let's give that a look. So... we have 2 Pachirisu, 2 Oricorio, the Voltorb Electrode, single Zapdos, and 2 Pikachus. I don't know whether the Zapdos is a good plan or not. I also don't know whether 2 Oricorio is a good deal or not. But I do like the Pikachus. Honestly, I kind of want to have Galvantula in there, but I don't know if it's a good idea. But yeah, this is the current plan, and we'll see how it goes in ranked. Probably not great, but we'll give it a shot. It does not really stand up to most of the meta, I don't think. Is there a better electric type I can use with it? That's my next question. Electric, okay. So, let's have a look. I don't have enough Magneton to really use the Magnezone, even though that would be pretty good. I mean, Electros, just being able to potentially paralyze is nice. But that's also basically assigning at minimum 6 slots to have that be consistent. Yeah. Like, I just really like Galvantula, it's cool. That's my reasoning. The other Electrode does 50 damage for 1 energy. It's kind of cool. I haven't really been using Pokemon tools at all, so maybe there's something I can do there. The Pachirisus. But that's basically just the same amount of energy for less damage compared to the Pikachu. Like, the Pawmot's nice and all, but it's again a stage 2, which is a little bit much. We do have the Tapu Koko now. I could give that a shot, but yeah, no, I just don't think it's... I don't think I'm really gonna get a better thing, or anything better than what I currently have for the Pikachu EX. I mean, I could maybe have 2 different Pikachu EX, but That one takes a lot to get going. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna stick with what I've got. Seems reasonable. Yeah, you know what? Let's do one solo fight. Got some intermediates to go through. Turtonator. Water type, stage 1, turn 14. I really have a better water type deck, so I should probably update my water type deck eventually. Now that I've got 2 Palkias, I should maybe consider adding some Palkias and some Manaphies and removing some Ommanites. Because I've only got 1 Omastar, so I've only got the 1 line. Alright, Staryu solo. We do have the Helix Omanyte. Alright. Let's see if we can get the one of Omastar with, like, no filtering. Probably not. Never mind, we got the Starmie. The one of Starmie, I should say. Well, let's just be dealing 90 damage to them every turn. Sounds good to me. Hey, good news, that's enough. Okay, it's not enough for the Turtonator. Good news, it doesn't have to be enough for the Turtonator. You play the Lapras just to feel something. We definitely got our stage 1 in there. I mean, there's a chance we get a stage 2 by pulling an Omastar, but not going to call it likely. Yeah, we did kind of get unlucky in going up against the Oricorio. I guess the Oricorio is the reason to play the other Charmeleon. Sure, Pokeball, why not? The other Lapras. Sure, we'll play that one and build it up. And pop. I mean, if they just put more energy onto that guy, then we're chilling. Yep, put it on the Oricorio. Oricorio. Show me the Snom. Nope, that's the full-out Lapras. Okay. Well, Overkill is underrated. Nice. Yeah, I feel like the Oricorio is very much a... what's the word I'm looking for? A volatile deck. Like, it's either the best thing ever for the matchup, or 2 energy for 50 damage, which is kind of below rate. Like, compared to a lot of the damage that's out there. But the ability is very strong. Against the right opponent, it's very strong. Which also means that it's not necessarily all that good in the Pikachu deck, because if it's out there, it kind of needs to be out there. Also not really certain why they didn't go for the Charizard. Like, why they didn't go for the Charmeleon with the Magnezone. Like, I couldn't hit anything. Anyway. That felt like a misplay on the opponent's side of things, but it obviously didn't cost them the game, but there was a point in time where it could have. Alright. I'm gonna grab these at a later date. Let's clear out our missions and call it a day. Yeah, I think what I want to do in my, like, stage 2 Evo decks is have 2 rare candies and 1 of the stage 1s. So, hey, Rowlet. That guy's cool. That way you've kind of got... Because the idea, I feel, for a lot of the stage 2 decks is you want to get to the stage 2. If it takes a little while, it takes a little while, but you want to get there in the end. So having 3 potential avenues of getting there while still making the Pokemon communications a bit better. We're a bit more likely to fire. It feels like a good thing. But yeah, that is going to do it for me for today. I will be back tomorrow. We will fight some people with an electric deck and see how far we get. This is one we don't need a rare candy for, but I still want rare candies. Keep giving me rare candies. More of them, please. Just one more, but more. Yeah. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye!